Hey guys, it's Cobalt here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some more custom commissions that I completed over the summer. So without further ado, let's get right on into it. This was another commission for somebody on Etsy, and this was of their OC. So here is the reference photo that they sent me for this character. He looks very, very cool. For this one, it was just a simple sculpted custom. So I sculpted his hair, and then I added these little goggles, and then I sculpted a bit of fluff on his tail as well, because I just had some extra clay. For the goggles, the band is sculpted, and then the little actual goggle pieces are these little miniature gears that I had, and I just stuck those on and then painted them. And I thought that that was a pretty cool detail that I included. I really like this guy's eyes. I think they're very unique, and I love his markings as well. I just think that this character has a super cool design that translated really well for an LPS custom. And of course, I always love painting collie customs. And here's what the bottom looks like. I don't know why there's a star on him, but he's got some cute little toe beans. Next up, I have 3 customs to show you. Technically, the only one that was actually a paid commission was the Alligator here, and the other 2 were part of a trade, but honestly they still count as commissions because it was me making a specific character for somebody. So we're going to start off with the Alligator, as she was the first one that I created and the actual commission for this project. So these are all customs for a person called BearySplash. She has an Instagram and a YouTube, and I will link them in the description, and she commissioned me to make her Alligator character. Here is a side-by-side comparison of the reference sheet. The character is very cute, and I had a lot of fun making this custom. As for sculpting, since the character does have a larger body type, I decided to add a bit of clay here on the stomach to sort of resemble that, and I think that it just makes her look really cute. And then of course I sculpted her flower crown and these flowers right here. All the flowers and the leaves were made using a clay mold, so I did not hand sculpt them. I just shoved the clay in the mold and then stuck them on. And then of course her entire body has a gradient, so on the head it is pink to orange, and on the body it is orange to white. This was a custom that I was definitely very unsure of as I was making her, but she definitely came together in the end, and I think that she looks adorable. As for the eyes, I just did LPS style eyes, and I think my favorite part is honestly probably the mouth. I just love the little teeth on the alligator and how I painted them. So next up, continuing in the order of when I finished them, this is a horny toad or horned lizard, and for this one was part of a trade. So basically we traded some little pet shops in exchange for 2 customs made by me, just because it, worked out of the prices that they would have sold them for. And so this is one of my realistic style customs once again, and this one was a lot of fun. I've never done a lizard in this style before. I have done a couple turtles, so I knew sort of how to do the scales, and I've done a frog before, but this is my first lizard. So as for the sculpting, of course, I sculpted all these little spikes and things to give it that horned lizard look, and it is made from a gecko base figure. And I just think that the texture on this one just looks so cool. Like, it looks like it would actually be bumpy, but it's really smooth. So this one was a lot of fun to paint. Very quick and easy little custom. And then finally we have this guy. He is another one of Barry's characters. I cannot remember any of their names, I'm so sorry, but he is made from a head swap between a Corgi head and a Great Dane body, and I sculpted the little fluff inside of his ears, and I sculpted his clothes and these belts and things that he has, and the fluff on the chest, claws, and this big fluffy tail. I really love the way that the tail looks. I've had so much fun again doing these super fluffy tails like this. Here is a side-by-side comparison of the reference sheet for the character. He just seems like a very cool guy, but as you can see on the reference sheet, he also has sunglasses, and they are currently not on the custom because I made them removable. That was my own little idea because I honestly have a lot of fun making little removable accessories for the customs that I make for people, especially with glasses. So here are the glasses. As you can see, they are shiny, and to put them on, you sort of just loop them over his ears, and they just hook on like this, and now he looks absolutely sick, and I love the way that the glasses look so much. I just think that they look so cool. And of course, I also am very happy with the way that I painted his eyes. They are also LPS style, and honestly, these are like the most perfect eyes I have ever painted. As for the glasses, they do look very perfect, and it is because I just took some regular LPS glasses that I had and then filled them with clay to turn them into sunglasses, and then added these little handles on the sides. And again, I think that they look very cool on him, and this is definitely one of my favorite little pieces for this batch. So once again, here is a side-by-side of all of the characters ready to go to their new homes, and I believe that Barry is going to be doing an unboxing video, so when that comes out, definitely go and watch that over on her channel. This next commission was one of my realistic style ones, and for this commission, basically the commissioner just wanted me to make a black wolf with red eyes, so I didn't really have a reference or anything. Usually when I do this style of commissions, it is for people's pets, but for this one, I just got to do whatever I wanted and come up with this design on this husky base. I think that it turned out really cool. This one was very simple to paint, but also a lot of fun, and I just really loved painting all of his fur textures, especially the textures around the mouth. This was one of the husky molds that had a tongue. I just painted over the tongue and made it look like part of the fur, and I think that it blends in pretty well. And if you didn't know that there was actually a tongue molded into the plastic there, you probably couldn't tell. And then I added some little painted teeth to him as well. Give him a shiny nose, shiny eyes, and here's a turnaround once again, and then here's what the bottom looks like. He's got some little toe beans, and I had a lot of fun making this guy. This commission was another one for somebody on Etsy of a design that they created. Here is a reference photo of the design that they sent me. It is a pride themed custom based off of the lesbian pride flag, and I always think that pride themed customs are very fun to make. So here is what she looks like. Again, all of the colors associated with the lesbian flag, and then the actual flag is incorporated into this heart on her eye, this band around her neck, and of course her tail. I think putting the flag on the tail was a very cool idea. The only problem is I am still not the best at painting stripes or straight lines, so I really tried my best with this custom, but I think that they turned out okay. It's a little bit lumpy on the tail, but I think that it still works well. I'm honestly really surprised about how well the heart around her eye turned out, and I think that this one also had very cool eye designs that I incorporated into my own style with these little flowers and these little hearts, and then there's also a bunch of little pink dots around on the green parts as well. One more thing that I will say about this custom is this was obviously made from one of the fake LPS. It was one of the blank white bases, and normally anytime I paint a custom, no matter if it's white or not, I always, actually paint it white with paint. But for this one, I just painted on top of the white base because this person wanted their commission to get to them before June, so I needed to work pretty fast, and doing white base coats takes such a long time, so I thought that if I just painted carefully on top of the white that it would look okay. Honestly, like, customizers not, painting like the white details on these bases is such a big pet peeve of mine, but for this custom I just said whatever and left it blank anyways, and I don't think you can really tell. This base figure is luckily like pure white. I've seen a couple where like the body or the head is discolored where it's kind of yellow or kind of blue, but this one looks pretty good, and I hope that the commissioner is happy with her. I also really like the incorporated details of the flowers and the strawberry in her ears. I think that is also very, very cute. This next commission was another simple repaint, but this time with a collie base. Basically, for this one, the commissioner on Etsy requested that I remake one of their old LPS customs, so I will put a side-by-side. Here is the reference photo of their custom that they sent me. I think that it's a really cute design, and I had a lot of fun making it. She's very simple, but I really like her markings, especially like the zigzag pattern on her neck. I thought that that was a really neat idea, and definitely something that I would like to incorporate into my own work in the future. And then for the eyes, it's just the normal LPS style, but they are dark brown, and she's got some cute little freckles and a lot of little dots on her ears. And of course, I also added some little paws on the bottom that match the color of her nose. And this person also mentioned that when they create a YouTube channel, they may be using this LPS as their mascot, which is super, super awesome. This next commission is made from a kitten base figure, and it is supposed to be like a hyena character, I think, and it's for somebody on Etsy. So here is the reference sheet that they provided me. I guess this was actually a custom for this person's boyfriend of their character, and I just think that this guy looks so cool. I love his eyes. I love like his vibe and everything, and the eyes of this custom were definitely my favorite part to paint, especially when I added the gloss on them. They're so shiny, and it really makes the colors pop, and I really like it. But other than that, he's just got a couple spots here and there, and the design is pretty simple, but I think that it's really cute. Here's what the bottom looks like. Nothing too fancy. I think that the main focus of this guy is definitely the face. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making this one. I always like doing customs out of like kittens or puppies because they go a lot faster than normal ones. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, don't forget to leave a comment telling me which one was your favorite, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!